ever puzzled over the process of creating nutrient-rich compost in just 10 days? Today, we'll delve into an easy and efficient method to turn your kitchen waste into a gardener's goldmine in a matter of days. Imagine transforming your everyday kitchen scraps into a fertile soil amendment that can enhance the health and growth of your plants. That's the magic of composting, and it's not as complicated as you might think. First things first, gather your compostable materials. A balanced mix of greens and browns is the secret to efficient composting. Greens are nitrogen-rich materials like vegetable peels, coffee grounds, and grass clippings. Browns, on the other hand, are carbon-rich materials such as dry leaves, straw, and paper. Day 1. Start your compost pile or bin with a layer of browns on the bottom. This layer should be a few inches thick and will serve as the foundation of your compost heap. On day 2, add a layer of greens on top of the browns. This layer should be roughly the same thickness as the first layer. Day 3, sprinkle a handful of garden soil or finished compost onto the green layer. This introduces the necessary microorganisms to kickstart the composting process. On day 4, repeat the process, starting with a layer of browns, then greens, and finally, a sprinkling of soil or compost. By day 5, you should have a sizable compost heap. Turn the pile with a pitchfork or shovel to mix the materials and introduce oxygen into the compost, which aids the decomposition process. Repeat the layering and turning process for the next 4 days. Remember, the more frequently you turn the compost, the quicker it decomposes. By day 10, your compost should be ready. It should have a crumbly texture, dark color, and an earthy smell, signaling it's ready to be used in your garden. Now that your compost is ready, it's time to put it to use. Start by digging a hole in your garden bed or pot. This hole should be big enough for your plant's root system. Then, add a layer of your fresh compost to the bottom of the hole. This nutrient-rich compost will provide a great start for your plant. Place your plant into the hole and cover it with soil. The compost will continue to break down, releasing nutrients into the soil for your plant to absorb. With this compost, your plants will have the nutrients they need to thrive. Stay tuned for our summary and conclusion, where we'll recap the entire composting process. And there it is, an uncomplicated and efficacious approach to generating compost within a span of 10 days. To recap, the 10-day composting exercise involves sequential layering of brown and green materials, the addition of soil or compost that helps introduce microorganisms, regular turning of the compost to expedite the decomposition process, and finally, planting into this nutrient-rich compost. It's essential to note that composting not only provides benefits to your plants, but significantly contributes to a healthier environment by diminishing landfill waste. Why not get started with this process? Your garden, and indeed our planet, will be grateful.